and they have bang bang frit. Oh my gosh. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some bowl recipes with you guys. So I felt like it was time for another bowl video, and we've been craving some different things, and I thought that we'd incorporate them into bowls that I'll be sharing with you guys. So if you enjoy this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and let's get started. So I will be giving the WeightWatchers points and the recipes in the description below, as well as some other info like calories and macros. But I'm gonna be sharing some different bowl recipes that are a little bit lower in points. These bowls, I like to have jasmine rice as the base, but you can use whatever you prefer. If you want to even do like potatoes, which are now 0 points, you could also do brown rice, cauliflower rice, which is also 0. You could even do like pasta or just whatever you prefer as a base. Lettuce as well would work, but I just prefer to use jasmine rice. I find that it makes these meals more filling, and I just look forward to them with the rice. I just like how they are that way. So don't be afraid to get creative and use whatever works for you. It would definitely be lower point if you did a 0 point option for the base, but I typically do a 5 point serving, which is 3/4 cup cooked or 1/4 cup uncooked. So 5 points for the base of pretty much all of these bowls. It'll just be jasmine rice, and we just always have it cooked and prepped in the fridge so that it's ready to make meals like this. It makes it so quick and easy to just heat it up in the microwave. Sometimes I'll spray it with a spray bottle of water so that it isn't as dry, but usually it is just fine reheated in the microwave. The first bowl that I'm gonna be making today is gonna be a bang bang shrimp bowl, and I'm so excited. I've been craving this. We love Bonefish Grill, and they have bang bang shrimp there as an appetizer, and I think it is actually a meal. I think they actually have a bowl pretty similar to this, but it's got a good spice to it, and I'm gonna be making a lightened up version today at home. I have a pound of thawed raw shrimp here that I'm gonna be using. It's large, and I'm just gonna dry it off. It just had water because it was thawing. But today I just wanted to do a quick and easy breading, so I'm just gonna be dipping the shrimp in an egg, which is 0 points, and then in a panko mixture. The panko mixture is gonna have a 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs, and then 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm also gonna use some of this bang bang seasoning. So I got this from Sam's Club, and I thought this would just be perfect. You could also use your own different seasonings if you want to do some like paprika, some garlic. I think I might also add in a little bit of garlic salt as well. Once the shrimp is dipped in the egg, I'll dip it in the panko, and then I'm just gonna put it on a sheet like this with some nonstick olive oil spray, and then I'll just pop it in the oven to bake while I get the rest of the ingredients ready for the bowl. The rest of the ingredients I'm gonna be including, first of all, I have to make the sauce that's gonna go on the shrimp. So for that, I'm gonna use some light mayonnaise. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons for 2 points. Then I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon of this sweet chili sauce. This is just the Frank's Red Hot brand. It's 2 points for 1 tablespoon. I'm also gonna use some plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm also gonna add in some sriracha to give it some spice. I'll probably do about a teaspoon. I'm gonna do a splash of lime juice, and then I think I'll add a little bit of garlic salt, and that's what will come together to be the bang bang sauce. So while the shrimp's cooking, I'm going to get the veggies ready. I'm gonna cut up some cucumber that we'll have, some green onion, and then we're also going to have some edamame, which this was just in the freezer section at Walmart. It's already shelled edamame, which is really convenient because I can just put it in a bowl like this. You just put a splash of water and you can microwave it, and then we'll just add that on top of the rice with all the other ingredients. A 1/2 cup of this, it's 0 points on WeightWatchers. It's got 90 calories and it adds 9 grams of protein. It also has 8 grams of fiber. So those are the 3 veggies I'm gonna be using with the shrimp. Then we also have these wonton strips. These are from Walmart. They're just great value. For the serving of 2 tablespoons, it is 1 point. It's 35 calories, and this will just help to add some crunch to it. I feel like this will be really good with the bang bang sauce. Okay, so that's everything that's gonna be going in the bang bang shrimp bowl. I'm gonna go ahead and get the shrimp started, and then the sauce, and everything will come together pretty quickly after that. my finished Bang Bang shrimp bowl. This comes out to 9 points total on Weight Watchers. It's 5 for the base of jasmine rice that I have. Then the Bang Bang shrimp, which I didn't toss it in the sauce. You could do that, but I just wanted it mixed throughout the whole bowl, so I drizzled it on top. But the shrimp with the sauce is 3 points, just based off the recipe I built in the Weight Watchers app. The edamame is 0 points, cucumber is 0, green onions are 0. The wonton strips, I weighed out 1 point worth, and then that's everything. 9 points for this, and that wraps up bowl number 1. We're moving on to the next bowl, and today I'm making a meatloaf inspired bowl. I'm gonna use rice as my base for this. Like I've mentioned before, it helps to just make these bowls more filling. You can do whatever you'd like to do as the base, but today I'm doing rice, and I'm just using jasmine rice that I have prepped in the fridge. I don't have any meatloaf made, so I'm going to make some meatloaf using 93% lean ground beef. This is 2 2/4 pounds, so I think I'm gonna put some aside and freeze it into burger patties, and the rest I'm gonna use to make some meatloaf for these bowls. So in the meatloaf, I'm going to use the following. I'm gonna chop up some onion. I have some minced garlic in the fridge that I'm gonna grab, some Worcestershire sauce and ketchup, as well as some of this barbecue sauce that I think will be perfect for meatloaf because it kind of has like a ketchup-y flavor to it. So I've been saving this up for some meatloaf. Then I'm gonna use just a 1/4 cup of Fairlife fat-free milk and a 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs and 1 egg. I'm just gonna mix that all together, form it into a loaf or put it into a loaf pan, and then pop it in the oven to bake for like 45 minutes. And while that's baking, I'll get the rest of the stuff ready to go. The toppings that I'm gonna be using today, I've got some green beans that I think I'm just gonna strain the can and heat them up and just put them on top as just a plain ingredient. I'll probably add some like salt and pepper to it. Fresh green beans would also be really good, but I just have the canned ones ready and I prefer those. So I'm gonna be adding those. I do have some mushroom in the fridge that I got recently from a mushroom farm that we have, and they're oyster mushrooms. So I'm gonna chop those up and saute them and just have sauteed mushrooms as one of the toppings. I'm gonna make a little extra sauce. I think I'm gonna combine some of this and maybe add some honey to make it a little bit sweeter, but we'll see. I'm gonna drizzle a sauce on top. I think I might just do this barbecue or maybe like a mixture, but I think I'm gonna do this as the extra sauce. And I did wanna use crispy fried onions and I don't have any. I thought I did. So instead of those today, although that would be a really good topping, I don't feel like running out to the store just for them. I'm gonna use either some pitos or I have these Maui onion rings. They're both really similar, but I think that'll give like a good crunchy onion flavor, which is what I'm going for with the meatloaf. I'll use one of those two. I'm gonna decide which one. I'm gonna taste them and kind of see which one will be better with it. But other than that, that's gonna be the toppings for my meatloaf bowl. First things first, I need to get the meatloaf baking, and then I'll just get the rest of the toppings ready. Okay, so my meatloaf bowl is done. I've got the base of jasmine rice for 5 points on Weight Watchers. Then I cooked up the oyster mushrooms that I had with some leftover onion. I ended up using half the onion for the meatloaf, so the other half I just cut up and cooked with the mushrooms. So I got that. Then I decided to use the Maui chips. So I just weighed out a 1 point serving, which seems like the perfect amount. I'm gonna cut up the meatloaf and mix this all together so it'll give it a nice crunch. I've got half the can of green beans for 0 points, and then the meatloaf, which which is 1 point for the serving. I originally was gonna do 4 servings from the meatloaf, but Adam and I are both hungry. We decided to up the serving of beef since it's 0 points, and so we've got a third of the meatloaf each, which is just a 1 point serving. I did track the sauce. I made a sauce using some coconut brown sugar, ketchup, and barbecue sauce, and I tracked 1 point for that, and that's what's drizzled on top. So this entire bowl is 8 points on WeightWatchers, and that wraps up bowl number 2. Okay, moving on to bowl number 3. Today I'm doing a vegetarian bowl that is gonna be made with a black bean burger. Adam and I both enjoy black bean burgers, and I thought it would be fun to do a full vegetarian bowl because we usually don't do that. We add meat to most of our meals and cheese and stuff like that. So this is actually gonna be, I think, vegan and vegetarian. I'm pretty sure everything is vegan as well. So the black bean burgers that I'm gonna be using today, I just got these at Walmart. The brand is Morningstar Farms. And these are spicy black bean burgers, hopefully not too hot. They're plant-based, made with real veggies. Each one has 9 grams of protein. It's 2 points on WeightWatchers and 120 calories. So I'm gonna be putting one of these in my bowl. You can either cook it in a skillet, air fryer, microwave, oven, or grill. I think I might do either skillet or air fryer. I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna put potatoes in the air fryer, so I might just cook these in a skillet. The other ingredients that I'm gonna be adding to this bowl today, I'm gonna do a base of jasmine rice like always. Again, you can do whatever base you'd like to do, but I'm gonna be doing jasmine rice. I am going to chop up this potato. Me and Adam are each gonna have a bowl, so we're gonna split this potato. I'm just gonna season it and then cook it in the air fryer for a little bit. And the seasonings that I'm gonna be using for the potato are gonna be this Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse seasoning and some barbecue 101. This is just from Trader Joe's. I'm kind of just going for like a burger flavor the way I do like a normal burger bowl, but with the black bean burger. I have some roasted corn that I'm just gonna microwave. I don't think we'll use all of this, but I'll divide it up and we'll add some of that to our bowls. Right now I'm actually in the process of cooking up a veggie mix. So this is pepper, onion, and zucchini, and I just needed more of this, and it's gonna be the perfect ingredient for this. I add veggie mix to so many things and so many of my bowls, and I figured for the veggie bowl, of course I have to have it. So I've got some red onion, some red bell pepper, and some zucchini, and once this is done cooking, I'll just add that to the bowl as well. Then I wanted to add some crunch to it, so I've got some edamame here. This is actually from a brand that they haven't released their dried edamame yet, but it's similar to some other ones I've tried at the store as well. And so I'm gonna use a 1 point serving, and it's gonna help to add some protein to it. A quarter cup is 1 point. So edamame is a good high protein option. It has 12 grams of protein for that serving and 130 calories. So for my bowl, I'm gonna be using this Bolthouse Fire Chili Ranch. So I guess technically this isn't vegan, but actually Adam's is going to be. This one's a vegan dip, yeah. So he's gonna use this Hatch bitchin' sauce, and that's gonna be his sauce that he puts on his bowl. It's a total of 8 points on WeightWatchers. It's 2 for the burger, 5 for the rice that I'm using, and then 1 for the dried edamame. So I'm gonna go ahead and start first with the potatoes so that can get cooking in the air fryer, and then everything else comes together really quickly. Okay, here is the finished up veggie bowl. I did realize that the black bean burgers are not vegan, but an option you could do instead would be tofu, which now Adam wants to do that because he really likes tofu. So maybe we'll try that next time, but here is my finished bowl. It comes out to 8 points total on WeightWatchers. It's 5 for the base of jasmine rice, 1 for the serving of dried edamame, and then 2 for the black bean burger that I used. Then the potatoes that I roasted in the air fryer, I just used some nonstick olive oil spray on with some seasoning. So those are 0 points, and so is the veggie mix and the roasted corn. So 8 points total for this bowl on WeightWatchers, and that wraps up bowl number 3. Okay, the next bowl I'm going to be making is a Thai chicken peanut bowl. So I'm gonna have some fresh crunchy veggies, and then I'm gonna cook up some chicken breast with some garlic and seasonings, and then make a little bit of a peanut sauce to drizzle on top. I'm gonna do a base of jasmine rice like always. Then like I said, I'm gonna cook this up. I'll probably just cut it into smaller pieces and have small chunks in the bowl, but I'm gonna add some seasonings while that cooks and just use some nonstick spray in a pan. Then for some of the veggies I'm gonna use, I've got some green onions for 0 points, some shredded carrots. I'm gonna slice up some cucumber, And then I'm also gonna heat up some of this shelled edamame, which is 0 points, and it adds 9 grams of protein for a half cup serving. So that's how much I'll do. When it comes to certain 0 point foods like edamame and stuff, I usually try to go pretty close to the serving just because it's got 90 calories and it is filling. I don't wanna make it like too much and add too much edamame. So those are the veggies I'm gonna have in there. And then to make the peanut sauce, I'm gonna use some of this freshly ground peanut butter from Fresh Market. I've got some soy sauce and then some toasted sesame oil. So the first thing I need to do is just start cooking up the chicken, and then this one actually comes together really quickly. I'm out of jasmine rice right now, so I've got the rice cooker cooking, and hopefully it'll be done when the chicken and everything else is ready. But I'm gonna chop up these veggies and get the chicken cooking. My Thai peanut chicken bowl is done. This came out to 9 points total on WeightWatchers. I wanted to add something with a little crunch, and I realized I didn't have any peanuts, so that would be a really good topping for this, but I had some wonton strips, which are gonna work just as well. So I've got my base of jasmine rice for 5 points. The wonton strips are 1. Then every other topping here is 0. The chicken is 0, cucumbers, carrots, green onion, and edamame. And then the sauce, for the one I made, it's 3 points on WeightWatchers. It's a point for the teaspoon of toasted sesame oil. I put a point of honey, and then I added a little bit of lime juice and 1 point of peanut butter. This is my bowl, 9 points total. It's gonna be nice and filling and have a really good crunch to it, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay, the last rice bowl that I'm gonna be making is a jambalaya inspired rice bowl. I have these andouille chicken sausages that I wanna use, and I thought that they'd be perfect for this. So I'm gonna start with my base of jasmine rice like normal. It's a 5-point base, and it's 3/4 cup cooked rice. I'm gonna cook up one of these sausages, and these are 2 points for one on WeightWatchers, 100 calories and 12 grams of protein. Then I've got some shrimp thawing, so I'm just gonna cook that, I think, with some spicy seasonings and just cook it in a pan on the stove. I've got some leftover roasted corn that I'm gonna use as a topping. I've got some veggie mix, which is pepper, onion, and zucchini that I cooked earlier in the week, and then some diced tomatoes, which I'm gonna add some seasonings to. Then I've got some hot sauce. I know Adam will probably add a good amount of this to his to make it nice and spicy, but that's everything that I'm gonna be putting into this jambalaya bowl. This one's really quick and easy to throw together because the sausage I'm actually just gonna cook in the same pan with the shrimp, and it only takes a couple minutes to heat up. Everything else I pretty much just put in the bowl and toss in the microwave. I'm gonna go ahead and get started cutting up some things. Here is the finished jambalaya bowl. This comes out to a total of only 7 points on WeightWatchers. I realized that the chicken sausages were 2 points. At first, when I looked them up, it said they were 3, but when I scanned them, they are 2, and it's just the brand Emilou. So I have one of those for 2 points. I realized I had some leftover chicken that goes well with jambalaya, so I added some of that in for 0 points. The shrimp is 0 points, veggie mix, roasted corn, and then the tomatoes, which I just added some seasoning to, and then the base of jasmine rice is 5 points. I also topped it with a little bit of Louisiana Louisiana style hot sauce. So 7 points total for this bowl. And this bowl comes out to a total of about 600 calories and 52 grams of protein. It's got a nice kick to it. The sausage says it's spicy, and then I added a decent amount of hot sauce, but that'll be perfect, especially for Adam. Mine won't have as much hot sauce. But that wraps up my video for today with different bowl recipes. You guys know, if you've been following me for a little bit, how much I love making bowls, and a lot of the times I just like to use whatever ingredients I have on hand. You really can mix it up and just change the sauces or a couple toppings or the protein, and it makes such a difference. But it's really an easy way to throw in some veggies and make a really filling meal with protein and stuff like that. So like I've mentioned many times, you could change the base. You don't have to use jasmine rice like I use, but you can just get creative and use what works best for you. If you like cauliflower rice, if you like brown rice or pasta or anything else. Even like quinoa or couscous works as well too. But I will have the recipes typed out in the description with the points and the nutrition info. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.